At least 36 people are dead following wildfires in Hawaii. Winds from a passing hurricane have resulted in the deadliest blaze in the U.S. in years. Firefighters have continued battling the fire as search and rescue operations are underway. Local officials are preparing to evacuate thousands of residents and visitors in need of shelter. President Joe Biden visiting Salt Lake City, Utah today, saying that he and the First Lady send their deepest condolences to the families who've lost loved ones in the Hawaii wildfires, adding that they are grateful to the first responders putting themselves in harm's way to save lives. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, President Biden also says he and the First Lady are praying for those who've lost their homes and businesses. Now today, as you mentioned, the president in Utah discussing the PACT Act, which helps veterans who were exposed to toxic substances, including burn pits on military bases.
While delivering remarks in Salt Lake City at a Veterans Affairs hospital, President Joe Biden first reflects on the devastation in Maui.
Our prayers with the people of Hawaii, but not just our prayers. Every asset we have will be available to them.
Thousands of Hawaii residents racing to escape homes, the deadly fire taking the island by surprise.
We're working as quickly as possible to fight these fires and evacuate residents and tourists.
On the final day of his trip out west after visiting Arizona and New Mexico, in Utah, President Biden commemorating the first anniversary of the PACT Act.
PACT Act is one of the most significant laws ever signed to help veterans exposed to toxic materials and help their families recover, as well as receive compensation.
The president is also responding to new economic numbers that show inflation is on the way up again. Consumer prices jumped 3.2% compared to last year. President Biden writing, today's report shows that our economy remains strong. Annual inflation has fallen by around 2/3 since last summer. But Republicans look beyond last summer, tweeting, inflation continues to rage in Joe Biden's America. Prices are now up 16.9% since Biden took office. Meanwhile, the FBI shoots and kills a man accused of making threats against the president. Craig Robertson's neighborhood in Utah became a crime scene after agents confronted him. The suspect was also accused of posting threats against New York District Attorney Alvin Bragg.
Also tonight, President Biden is asking Congress for $13 billion in emergency aid for Ukraine. Another massive infusion of cash as that brutal war drags on. And tonight, President Biden returns here to Washington, D.C. from his trip out west. And that's all for now. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.